So good morning and welcome to the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences Scholarship and Awards brunch, lunch. It's going to cross over. So I'm Jen Van Amberg. I'm a clinical professor in the Department of Pharmacy and Health System Sciences, and I also serve as the Assistant Dean in the Office of Student Affairs in the school. And I have the honor to serve alongside my colleagues this morning as your MC. So I'd also like to introduce Mike Gagno, who will be facilitating this award ceremony with me. He's also a faculty member in the Department of Pharmacy and Health System Sciences and is the Assistant Dean in the Office of Academic Affairs and Assessment, and then the chair of our Scholarship and Awards Committee, who's done all the behind-the-scenes work for this amazing ceremony. He's a professor in the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences. So please continue through our time getting up and getting more food, beverages as we go along. I'd like to take a moment to personally extend a welcome to our donors and our sponsors. Without your support, this event would not be possible, so thank you. To our students, your guests, and faculty colleagues, welcome to this ceremony and honoring our shared commitment to excellence. I'd also like to acknowledge the faculty member of the school's Scholarship and Awards Committee, our professional staff who've worked effortlessly to make this event happen, and our colleagues in the Bouvet Office of Advancement. Thank you, and your contributions are greatly appreciated by all. I'm going to turn it over to the other MC, Dr. Gagno.
I gotta fix this. You're gonna see me probably pulling this up and down 100 times this morning. But welcome everybody. It's great to be here. I'm really, really happy that we're able to be here in person today. We also want to welcome our donors and our friends and our alumni and friends and family who might be watching on our live stream. So thank you for that. I want you to know that your screen filters look great, even if we can't see you right now from the live stream, okay? It's been a really busy year in the school, as it tends to be every year, but this year seemed to be even more busy than normal, and we've accomplished a lot of things. We are in the final initial steps of a complete curriculum revision for the PharmD program, which is very exciting. We have been undergoing a self-study for our ACPE accreditation for the PharmD program this year, which is an enormous amount of work that the faculty and staff have been working on over the course of this past year. Our white coat ceremony was back in person in the fall, which was a wonderful event again this year. We had our Bouvet Health Fair in October, which again was a wonderful event that was put on by the college that really helps to serve the health needs of our community. We had a very large turnout at our ASHP Alumni and Friends event at the ASHP Clinical Midyear Meeting in December, which was a great event that props to Dr. Deb Copeland for helping to helm that and spearhead that event this year. And also, we had a couple of other events of note. A lot of our student organizations are back in full force this year, and it's nice to see those announcements that come every Sunday about all of the events that are going on in the coming week from all of our student events. We had a couple of really great leadership events, which is part of a program that's sponsored by Jason Reeser, who's an alumnus of the program. And we just found out about some of our students who are graduating this year and some of their plans for the future. So we have a number of our students that are going on to postgraduate training, either in residency programs or in fellowships, pharmaceutical industry fellowships. And we have a number of students who already have secured placements with jobs in the community setting or in the institutional setting. So it's been another banner year for the school. We couldn't have done it without the help of everybody in this room. So again, we want to thank everyone for coming today. And at this point, I would like to turn it over to Dean of the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, Tanya Brunich, to provide some additional remarks.
So, good morning. We're still in the morning setting, and in terms of additional, it's tough to put something else, and I probably go back to the routine dean job and provide some welcome, which I can do with all my open heart. So it's a great pleasure to welcome you here at our wonderful ceremony, and I would like to welcome our distinguished guests. I would like to welcome our faculty, colleagues, so family, friends, and most importantly, the recipients of this year awards. We gather here today to recognize and celebrate academic achievements of these exceptional pharmacy students, and also to take a moment to thank everyone who can make this day possible. In particular, we would like to thank our generous donors that are building a legacy, as well as those who have left a legacy behind through the scholarship that benefit the student and will benefit the student for the years to come. This scholarship, generally they shape the future of so many inspiring students who will become the next generation of healthcare professionals committed to their patients, and they will address the new challenges and new opening or opportunities in the very fast evolving field of the healthcare. If the donors of our scholarship funds are here, please rise to be recognized by both students and their family along with the faculty staff. It's probably not the last time, but we will ask you to do this, please. So once again, thank you very much. So being a dean and a faculty of the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, it is impossible not to recognize how exceptional the students are who came to us, to the Northeastern. And I'm proud to see the path our students have taken in the ever-changing field of pharmacy. So the university continuously looks for the future and innovation and recognizes that our students today are on the verge of the global leadership. I am very impressed with the number of organizations and individuals who step forward and provide resources as a way of giving back to the school, and those who are helping our students to make their educational dreams to come through and to reach their personal and professional goals. Current and future generation of student pharmacists will most certainly benefit from your generosity. I also would like to thank Louis Wright on the back of the room and his Bouvet advancement team, as well as the liaison from the Central Advancement Office for their efforts to create and maintain the relationship that are essential to generating this support for our student. I'd like to thank separately very much these three people who are standing behind me, because they are driving engines behind this ceremony. So Dr. Hideaki Yana, Dr. Michael Kanyu, Dr. Jenny Van Mern, as well as the other member of the Scholarship and Award Committee, who are, their names are listed in our program, for all their efforts in selecting recipients of today's awards. I would also like to thank other amazing faculty who are sitting with us behind these tables for teaching, for mentoring, and inspiring the student, as well as I would like to thank all our administrative staff who are providing support for those programs and this particular event. Thank you so much. So every student who we honor today is supported not only by the school and donors, but also by family, friends, and loved ones. On behalf of our school, let me thank you for the support that you have provided over the years. And finally, I'd like to close my remarks by thanking you, our students, the students who we will honor today, so exemplify the values that were shared at the university and were shared in our profession. I'm very proud and grateful that you're part of Northeastern community in the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Dean Bronich. Now at this time, we'd like to introduce our colleague from the Bouvet College of Health Sciences, Dr. Margarita Duvall, our Senior Associate Dean for Faculty Affairs, to provide welcoming remarks on behalf of Bouvet College Dean Carmen Scheppa.
Hello, everyone. On behalf of Dean Carmen Scheppa and Bouvet College of Health Sciences, the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, welcome, and thank you for joining us today as we celebrate our students and some of our faculty awardees as well. To our philanthropic supporters, your scholarship support eliminates the burden of financial worry and recognizes student achievement, which allows them and encourages them to continue to excel in their educational journeys. Thank you. To Dr. John Neumeyer's family, thank you for being here today. Dr. Neumeyer changed the lives of thousands of people throughout his professional and personal life, and we are so grateful for the opportunity to travel this path with him as faculty, administrators, alumni, and scholarship recipients. As a pharmacist, I know the demands we put upon our students. As a university and college, we're cutting edge in envisioning the future of education and healthcare. We take fast, bold, and innovative action steps on new ideas and concepts because we have philanthropists such as you who believe in our work and vision for the future. We also have students open to this fast and furious pace and new ideas, and they also challenge us on how to improve upon this vision. Our pharmacy students are fortunate to be able to explore, learn, interact with other health professionals from 3 of the other schools in Bouvet. Every day in our buildings, classrooms, sim center, co-ops, and clinicals, our students learn and communicate with students from other professions so that they're prepared to deliver quality team-based care as they enter practice. Our master's and PhD students work with world-renowned scientists in the school and the college and engage in interdisciplinary research across the university. Look around. One of these students will probably do groundbreaking research. Another will serve as a CEO and rethink how retail pharmacy is managed to deliver the best care to our communities. Or somebody perhaps may develop an app that builds a trusting relationship between the healthcare provider and patient and eliminates healthcare disparities. All of these students will contribute positively to the health of communities in the US and around the globe. This next generation of pharmacists will not only focus on treatment of diseases, but also deliver education and preventative care to improve the health span of the population. The opportunities are endless, and we thank you for your generosity to allow us to bring this vision to fruition. For me, today is a full circle moment. I started here as a pharmacy student 30 years ago, right after immigrating from the Soviet Union into the US. And I was fortunate to attend the ceremony as a student and recipient of generous scholarships from some of you. These scholarships were so meaningful to me, not only because they recognized my achievement, but because they provided significant financial support that I needed. I am forever grateful to the philanthropists who have supported me and continue to support our students. In turn, I've been giving back to Northeastern financially and through my service as a faculty member and a leader. And I hope that for many of you, and I know for many of you in this room, you probably can relate to this full circle moment, and I hope that those of you who are recipients of scholarships today will be inspired by the generosity of the people who continue to support the school and our students. On behalf of everyone in Beauvais and the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, we're so grateful for your support. We will continue to devote our efforts to training well-rounded healthcare professionals and those who perform cutting-edge research. We will serve as great stewards of the funds that you have entrusted us to recruit, educate, and mentor the next generation of pharmacists and pharmaceutical sciences. To the students in this room, congratulations for being recognized for your achievements. Celebrate with your colleagues, your friends, and families, and continue to move towards your goals, whatever they may be. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Duvall. With the recent passing of our dear friend and colleague, Dr. John Neumeier, we'd like to start off our award presentation with the Neumeier Scholarship, as we made a special presentation to remember his great contributions to the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. At this time, I'd like to welcome the members of the Neumeier family and professors who've worked with him to the stage.
Hi, everyone. I'm Evelyn Neumeier, and I'm the co-founder of the Neumeier Family Scholarship. The John and Evelyn Neumeier Scholarship was established by my husband and me. My husband was a Matthews Distinguished Professor of Chemistry and Medicinal Chemistry, and it was established to help achieving undergraduate students in the health sciences who are immigrants with permanent resident status or the sons of immigrants. We established this because my husband, too, was an immigrant and came to the United States with very little, and without the help of many others, he would not have been able to achieve his academic yearnings. Thank you. This year's recipient is Sebastian Chenin. Congratulations, Sebastian. That's wonderful. Thank you.
So at this time, we have a video that we would like to share with everybody, highlighting Dr. Neumeier's achievements.
I graduated from Northeastern University in the 90s with a master's degree in communications. My name is Elizabeth Neumeier Orgel. My father, John Neumeier, actually awarded me my degree. That was truly fun and special. I got a kiss on stage from him. By then, he was a fixture at Northeastern as a professor of medicinal chemistry for 25 years.
And Elizabeth Orgel.
He's 90 now, and I wanted him to share his remarkable journey. It's an underdog story, an American dream story, and it's very much a Northeastern story.
I left Germany just when the war broke out in 1939. Germany was, a very pleasant place to live.
That's my father for you, humble, modest, and a die-hard optimist. He refuses to look back on his escape from Germany and his immigration to America as a setback. It's just all part of his incredible story, but what he overcame, like many other immigrants, is amazing.
When they left Germany at the end of August 28th of 1939, he actually had to be lifted into the train through the window because he couldn't get in through the train door. And his sister was also lifted up, and that's how they managed to get onto the train, because it was 2 days before Hitler invaded in Poland on just September 1st.
My father's parents, my grandparents, were prosperous and successful Germans living in Munich, Germany. Everything changed quickly when Hitler enacted anti-Jewish laws. Since they were Jewish, their lives changed in fast, hard, and dramatic ways.
My original name was Hans, which is a very popular German name. And when I came to England, the Beatty family said, "Oh, you can't be called Hans. That's a very German name. We are now going to call you John."
I want to hear from your point of view. Describe Dad's journey from England to America as a 14-year-old.
And they sailed to the United States on the Aquitania and landed in Halifax, Canada, and then were put on a closed train till they got to New York. When they first arrived, his mother had gotten a job working as a companion for a wealthy woman, and the woman did not want a young boy living in her house.
In 1945, just 2 days after he arrived in America at age 14, he was put on a train by himself and sent away from his beloved mother to live with a family in Connecticut.
The teachers were all sympathetic and made it a point to make sure that I did well. I sometimes look at my report cards from Germany and I said, my God, how did I ever manage to stay in school with grades like that?
As a teenager, it was clear that my father was very bright. By then, my father was orphaned, and the family with whom he lived decided he should become an apprentice to a watchmaker. He had bigger plans.
I've always felt that if you had become a watchmaker, you would have ended up owning a chain of jewelry stores or something, because you just always have worked hard and striven to do the very best you can, and you have a very creative mind on top of that. So you would have managed to parlay this into a very interesting life, no matter what. But going to Bronx Science gave you an entree into all the sciences.
At 14, my father tested into the prestigious Bronx High School of Science in New York City, where he excelled. This opportunity led him to become a scholarship student at Columbia. He knew education was a gateway.
It really showed my interest in science and medicine and pharmaceuticals. That really led me to that pathway.
My father received his Bachelor of Science from Columbia University and continued on to earn a PhD in medicinal chemistry from the University of Wisconsin in Madison. In 1969, he joined Northeastern as a professor of chemistry and medicinal chemistry. At Northeastern, my father had a platform to excel. Not only was he a full professor, he was also a pioneer.
What essentially we're trying to do is develop agents that are selective dopamine agonists and antagonists.
He founded the Bouvet College of Health Sciences' first doctoral program. In 1981, he became the university's first Matthews Distinguished Professor. As part of his ongoing research endeavors at Northeastern, he broke new ground with the ability to diagnose neurological diseases like Parkinson's. During this time at Northeastern, my mother, Evelyn, was also able to return to school to complete her own college degree.
A good education prepares you for life, more than just a profession. I think of it more than just a means to financially supporting yourself, but to mentally enriching yourself.
In the early 80s, my parents formed their own company based on my father's ideas for sourcing hard-to-come-by compounds for research. The company was called Research Biochemicals, and it provided neurochemicals for the scientific research community. My father always continued his research. He still does today, and has over 300 publications in leading scientific journals. Nothing against watchmakers, but I guess my father was never destined to be one.
I find interesting things to do in the laboratory, and to stay home and do nothing would be boring. I feel I had to do something with my life.
Even at 90 years old, my father maintains his role as the director of medicinal chemistry at McLean Hospital. He still loves talking science and visiting the lab. So, Mom, how would you say why Dad hasn't retired?
She won't let me.
Smart. That's why you're still married.
That's true.
More than 40 years after graduating, my mother thrives with her volunteer role at Northeastern and believes in the school's promise. Together, they feel blessed to be able to give back.
I stipulated in the scholarship that we set up that the scholarship should go to an immigrant.
Somebody who is an immigrant or to a first-generation
person,
American
yeah.
who is of need and has scholastic academic ability.
My father's story is a Northeastern story. It's a tale of experiential learning, entrepreneurship, intellectual curiosity, dedication to craft, empathy, and pride. I'm thankful to be an alumni, and of course, I'm extremely proud to be the daughter of Hans Leopold, or as we know him, John L. Neumeier.
Good morning. My name is Jack Reynolds. I'm a professor in the School of Pharmacy, and welcome everyone. I'm especially happy to welcome the Neumeier family. Evelyn, it's so nice to see you. Elizabeth, thank you for narrating that wonderful tribute to your father. I met John Neumeier about 20 years ago when I came to Northeastern University, and it was in many professional and social settings that I got a chance to know him. From breaking bread with him with Joe and Nancy Fleming at the Fleming's home, to the Boston Pops, to conversations walking around campus, to many of these types of functions over the years in the pharmaceutical sciences showcases. So I had a chance to know him and really enjoy his company. From his presence at the pharmaceutical sciences showcases to presentations of awards at functions such as this, it was clear that our School of Pharmacy and the advancement of science and education was important to both John and Evelyn. On the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the establishment of the School of Pharmacy at Northeastern University, that's now 13 years ago, we had an opportunity to recognize the Neumeiers for all of their many contributions to Northeastern, ranging from the science to education to entrepreneurship to philanthropy. I was always struck by John's intelligence, his integrity, his humanity, and his sense of humor. At one of these functions years ago, I don't know exactly when it was, when I was serving as the dean of the School of Pharmacy, he came to see me and he gave me two gifts. And I know you can't see it from where you're sitting, but one of them is a framed copy that reads, "This first day of issue of the U.S. postage stamp commemorating the men and women of American pharmacy." This was an 8-cent stamp, so it tells you it was a few years ago. In fact, it was 1972, a few years before I started pharmacy school, I might add. And it was addressed to Albert B. Young, an alumnus in whose name a scholarship has been given for many years and will be given again today. So it's a beautiful, if you want to look at it later, come by and see it. It's really a precious gift, and I really am so grateful to have received it. The second gift was this small bottle, which you can't see from where you're sitting, but it's labeled Apotheker's Rat, Alter Weinbrand. It appears to be some type of a German spirit, a little bit mysterious as he presented it to me, but it's got some kind of chemical in it, and it does say something about a weight volume. I think it has alcohol in it. And it appears to be something to what we would call a nip in the United States, right? So he presented it to me, and he said, "Don't drink it, unless you're having a bad day." And then he paused again, and he said, "But really, don't drink it." And he smiled, and he chuckled, that famous John Neumeier smile. It has remained on my shelf as a symbol of his humorous spirit, and it still remains unopened on my shelf. Here's to you, John Neumeier. Thank you for all you've done for us. Thank you to the Neumeier family for being so kind and generous and being so much a part of the Northeastern School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences family. Now, I would like to welcome some of my colleagues who worked with John and were students of John to share some of their reflections on their time with Dr. John Neumeier. Thank you. And I think Ray Booth.
So good morning, students and alumni and donors. My name is Ray Booth, and I first met Professor Neumeier when I came to Northeastern Pharmacy School as a teenager in 1978. So we go back a long way, 45 years now, and our paths have crossed many times during those 45 years. And I still remember what Professor Neumeier, John, told me in 1978. He said, "You know, I can teach you how to make your own drugs in addition to dispensing drugs." And I thought that was so cool. And by the way, I heard that many times in pharmacy school. And that's what I ended up doing. And so to the students here, I invite you, you are the brightest and the most motivated students that we have here at Northeastern. And I invite you to find that person that inspires you among the faculty to go far, because it's a lifetime that you'll spend pursuing your goals based on that inspiration. And if you're having trouble finding somebody, I'm here. I'll be that person for you. And in the meanwhile, I remember John Neumeier almost every day here at Northeastern, and I'm close to his family, and his wife, Evelyn, is a dear friend of mine. And so you make these relationships now, and they go on forever. And as you saw from the video, you'll be remembered forever when you're a person like John Neumeier. So I invite the students to go out and find that mentor, that colleague, that friend. And I thank the donors here today for making so much of the Northeastern School of Pharmacy possible. And you inspire me to give back, and I try to do that every day. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Barbara Wazak, and I am a professor of pharmacology in the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences. I must admit that I retired from this position after 37 years in the role in June 2020, but I have subsequently come back as a research professor. I want to tell you a little bit about my experiences with Dr. Neumeier, a former faculty colleague in the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. First, though, I'd like to offer my condolences to the Neumeier family, to Evelyn and their children and grandchildren. I share in your loss of this wonderful man, and I join you in celebrating his wonderful legacy in this School of Pharmacy. Dr. Neumeier impacted the lives of thousands of students during his role as a professor here. Many people, like you, pharmacy students, had him as a professor of medicinal chemistry, and every one of them I know remembers him, remembers his personal style, his sense of humor, his warmth, and the lessons he taught them in chemistry. He also had a couple of key things that were important in his teaching style. One was his interesting use of analogies in trying to liken everyday things to the way that drugs interact at receptors to produce their effects. And I'm not going to go into the details of these because I don't know that we have time, and maybe some of them aren't appropriate to share here. But believe me, he was very colorful in his way of communicating these. He also impacted the lives of his colleagues, especially my life, and I want to tell you a little bit about that. He is the reason I came to Northeastern University, and I credit him with my own success here in the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences. I knew of John's research when I was a postdoc at the National Institutes of Health. He was already a man of stature in the field of dopamine chemistry and pharmacology, and I had heard seminars by him at NIH while a postdoc, and I was in awe of him. He was an inspiration. When a faculty position became available here at Northeastern, I applied for it. And when I was offered a position, I immediately decided, yes, this was the place for me to come. And I chose it over other institutions I might have gone, largely because of Dr. Neumeier's presence here and his very important science. So once here, I was assigned to teaching a course with Dr. Neumeier. My first course, the only course in the pharmacy curriculum I ever taught, was Pharmacology and Medicinal Chemistry 1, and I was paired with Dr. Neumeier. He taught the medicinal chemistry, and I taught the pharmacology portion of the course. We were a great team for many years, teaching together. He mentored me as a new faculty member, as an instructor and a teacher. He helped me learn to set up a lab and conduct scientific research here at Northeastern. He was literally an inspiration. He was also an advocate for my advancement as a faculty member at Northeastern. I wanted to mention one thing, that in my first class teaching with Dr. Neumeier, 1983, the fall of 1983, Mansour Amiji was a student in the class. Mansour is up here now. He'll be offering remarks shortly. He was a student in my first course, and with Dr. Neumeier, we remember him with great fondness. He ultimately advocated for my advancement up the academic ladder. He was helpful to me when I got promoted to different steps along the academic chain. And ultimately, he became a precious friend. And he and his family shared many personal activities and things we shared together. And I'm forever in his debt and grateful for the part he has played in my own life. His warmth and his friendship will go forward in the lives of many people, but I think I must be one of the most grateful to him for all that he did for me. So I'd like to now turn it over to some of his other colleagues in the department.
Thank you, Professor Wazak. My name is Mansour Amiji. I'm a professor of pharmaceutical sciences. And first of all, congratulations to all the students who are receiving the honor today. Thank you so much to all the donors. And thank you to the Neumeier family for being here. I came to Northeastern. I'm an alum, and I came to Northeastern in 1983. And as Professor Wazak mentioned, first course in pharmacology and medicinal chemistry, I had the honor of having Professor Neumeier teach the medicinal chemistry portion. And even today, this is almost 40 years since that time, I can still remember him. I can still see him at the chalkboard. I can still see his passion for teaching. And as Professor Wazak mentioned, his humor. I still remember the fact that acetylcholinesterase enzyme has 2 active sites because of the analogy that he used. And I still remember the fact that you cannot have a fat man in a phone booth based on the analogy and how that influences steric hindrance in molecules. My second memory of Professor Neumeyer is after he retired. He and I had many meetings. He was at McLean Hospital, and there were several times when he would come to Northeastern, I would meet him in my office, and he would look around all the different certificates and diplomas, and he would ask me, oh, you are an AAPS fellow now. Well, maybe I can nominate you for something else. Do you think there is an award? He's always watching out for individuals to see what he could do to continue to expand and propel us to a higher career. And my third memory of him is, as was mentioned in the video, he was the first faculty member in Beauvais to go out and be entrepreneurial. He started creating RBI, which is now part of Sigma Chemicals, and that legacy remained with me. I see the translation of our research towards commercialization and how we could take these ideas that we are at the very embryonic level developing in our labs and at Northeastern, but how can that transition over towards becoming better therapies for patients? And that message has consistently resonated with me, and we continue to move on John's footsteps to try to bring some of our ideas towards fruition in the clinic. So John was a giant in the medicinal chemistry field. He continues to be part of our lives today and ever. And Evelyn and everyone in the family, I know he'll be sorely missed, and he continues to be missed. So thank you so much for all you do and everything that you've contributed, and thank you for sharing John's memory with us.
My name is Alex Makrianis. I'm a professor of pharmaceutical biotechnology, and I've been here in Northeastern for over 15 years. But my connection with John Neumeyer, started way before that. And I've known John, he was always my supporter. I was the junior person and supported me in my career there. And I have a memory of an event that really created some activity around these events here. That was the generation of the Cyprus Conference. And the Cyprus Conference is an organization which we started several years ago and lasted for 25 years. But it was originated through the Neumeyer. And I remember when the way this started out, it was in Torremolinos, Spain, and it was Evelyn Neumeyer. He said, oh, I said, it's such a beautiful place here. That's almost like Cyprus. So Evelyn said, well, why don't you have a conference in Cyprus? And I said, that's a good idea. John said it's a good idea. And started working on this, and the conference lasted for 25 years. So the first time around, which the first meeting, 1983 at the time, we got together with nice chemists, biochemists, biologists, etc. And slowly it became an event which many of the good people in the business of pharmaceutical business attended. It was an international event there, and we all gathered together. We went up all the way to my father's village there, and we ate, and this was the one we had. The conference was for 4 days, and one day was the excursion. And during the excursion, we went up there, and everyone had nice eating and so on, and then dancing, of course, and John was involved in it. Subsequent to that, we went for an after event, and this was together with John's very good friend, Phil Portuguese. So the three of us, with the family, went for the next event. We went to Crete, and we spent a lot of time in Crete. We had a wonderful time, and all these memories come together now, and We always did these things together. So I mentioned to you some events that happened several years ago. However, the last important gift that John gave to me is that he urged me to apply for the position I have now, which is research, the Center for Drug Discovery, and did apply, and I'm here, and I thank him for it, and I thank you.
We're just going to take one quick photo of all of you to help commemorate. They're like the students. They're trying to go to the back of the stage. Okay. Thank you very much. I'd like to give them a round of applause. Thank you. And thank you again to the family, to Evelyn and the rest of the family for being here. We very much appreciate it. And we hope to continue to see all of you at this event every year, as we have been. So Jenny Van Amber has had to go to teach class, because we still have to do those things, even though we're celebrating right now. So I'm going to help to take over with the emceeing duties at the moment. I discreetly consulted with ChatGPT to help me with coming up with what I should say moving on from now. So, you can tell me if you think it was me or ChatGPT for the rest of the program. So we want to get to our next award, and the next award is the American Institute of the History of Pharmacy Award. And this award recognizes a student who has exhibited superior achievement in pharmacohistorical study or activity. It acknowledges and encourages historical study and other related activities as they pertain to the profession of pharmacy. And I'm very happy to announce that this year's recipient is Colette Biro. All right, next we have the APHA ASP Senior Recognition Award. And this is an award that's presented annually to one graduating student at every school and college of pharmacy in the country who's made the greatest contribution to his or her APHA ASP chapter, demonstrating exceptional service and commitment to the ASHP ASP chapter. And this year's recipient is Angela Yang.
Hi, my name is Hideaki Ano, chair of the scholarship committee. I just like to thank all of you to attend us today and making our event successful. So thank you again. Before I give the next award, I like to just let you know that we're gonna go through the awards listing by the program book that you see in alphabetical order. So. Please use that as a sort of a cue. If you can come up to the front of the stage as your award is coming up, that would be great. Yeah. So the next award is Melvin Aronson Family Scholarship Award. Melvin Aronson himself was a graduate of our school in 1955. Established in 2005, the Melvin Aronson Family Scholarship is awarded to students enrolled in the pharmacy program who demonstrate academic excellence. This year's recipients are Joan Pham and Michelle Lam.
Good morning, everyone. My name is David Gennaro, and I'm a teaching professor here at the university, and I'm also a graduate, that is to say, the master's and PhD program director in the Pharmaceutical Sciences Department. I'm here to present the George D. Baracus Pharmacy Scholarship, which was established in 2012 to commemorate the School of Pharmacy's 50th anniversary at Northeastern University. The scholarship honors one or more deserving students based on outstanding academic achievement. This year's co-recipients are Meera Ravichandran and Fei Lam Wong. Please.
Good morning, everyone. I am Stephanie Sabicki, and I am an associate clinical professor in the Department of Pharmacy and Health System Sciences, as well as the director of undergraduate and professional programs. Dr. David Benjamin, adjunct associate professor at Northeastern, established this scholarship in 2007 in memory of his father, Joseph H. Benjamin, who was a graduate of the class of 1931. Joseph H. Benjamin Scholarship is presented annually to a pharmacy student with an interest in community practice and a focus on compounding or interprofessional communication. This year's recipient is Samantha Roseborough. Established in 1987, the Burroughs Wellcome Scholarship is presented annually to a student who has a proven track record of academic excellence and soundness of character. This year's recipient is Alesh Kasana. Please hold. Chat GPT is finding the certificate. Oh, here we are. Wonderful.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mark Yor. I'm the Senior Co-op Coordinator for the School of Pharmacy, alumnus of Class of 78. And again, for the Newmeyers, my condolences, and we wish you the best. So today's award is a co-op award, and the co-op award is to recognize people that have had outstanding growth through their co-op experience. The first award recipient is Guinevere Lopez. Guinevere, please come up. So Guinevere worked at Walgreens in Staten Island. At the time, they didn't have funding for the position. She actually volunteered to work there, and that was her first pharmacy experience, and she did very, very well. And we were able to support her through a stipend through Northeastern. She also worked at Mass General Hospital in the inpatient pharmacy, and her comments were that from her preceptor that she communicated very well to others on a day-to-day basis, and her confidence has grown tremendously. And her last co-op was at the Brigham and Women's Hospital Anticoagulation Service. And she was very enthusiastic when presented with a project. She worked diligently to completion. She was open to critique and also able to time manage, much improved as the co-op progressed. So co-op, again, has really changed Guinevere's life, in addition to everything else she's done here, and we're very proud of her. So congratulations, Guinevere. The other awardee is Gunnar Peterson. I'm not sure if he's here, but Gunnar is a student who did all 3 co-ops at the University Hospital of Pennsylvania. He worked at the inpatient and outpatient pharmacy, got involved with the clinical activities and patient care management, and really expanded from basic operations to clinical services. So Gunnar Peterson is another awardee. So that is it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Lucia, and this is the CVS Health Foundation Scholarship. I'm supposed to say good morning, everybody. My name is Donna. Kind of missed that part. Okay, the CVS Pharmacy Scholarship was established in the fall of 1977. The scholarship is awarded to a student interested in a career in a community pharmacy practice and good academic standing. This year's recipients are Ashley, Jasmine, and Ileani. Congratulations. Yes, the other one's not here yet. Thank you.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Barbara Wazak, formerly a professor of pharmacology in the School of Pharmacy, and now a research professor in pharmaceutical sciences. I'm here to present the Kathleen Foley Scholarship in Pharmacy. Kathleen was a very important member of the school for many of the years I served here. She was officially an administrative assistant to the dean, and that spanned multiple deans over the course of her career. But she was more than just that. She was an assistant to all of us, to all the faculty and staff in the college. Much beloved assistant to the whole School of Pharmacy. The Kathleen Foley Scholarship in Pharmacy was established in 1990 by faculty, staff, and alumni of the school, and it was at the time named the School of Pharmacy and Allied Health Professions. And it was established in appreciation of Ms. Foley's many years of dedicated service to the college. The scholarship is awarded to a student who demonstrates strong academic performance and overall character. And the recipient of the award this year is Christina Jacob.
She couldn't attend.
Is she here?
She couldn't attend.
Oh, I just learned that she couldn't attend today, so she will receive the award in absentia. Thanks.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Eugene Bernstein, and I am an associate teaching professor at the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences. John J. Fraga Jr. Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of student John J. Fraga Jr. by his family and friends. A major portion of the funding was also raised by classmate Mr. Carl Shipp Pharmacy Class 1975, the AZO Fraternity, and the Student Pharmaceutical Association. The scholarship is presented to a senior in good academic standing who exemplifies John's fine personal quality as a tribute to his contributions to the School of Pharmacy. And this year's recipient is Yong Seo Lee. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Gary Frazier. I'm a 1981 graduate from the School of Pharmacy. I must digress just a second just to express my condolences to the Neumeier family, to Mrs. Neumeier. He was the greatest professor, Professor Neumeier. Maybe one of only like 10 between my undergraduate, my high school years, and my graduate degrees that I could say that I'm never going to forget. And the question I used to ask when I was a student, and I'm going to still ask it today, is how could anybody make dopamine receptors funny? He did somehow, and the one memory I have of Dr. Neumeier is during the years that I was taking his course, my roommate was also a pharmacy student, and we would talk about Dr. Neumeier's classes. It was in such reverence that it almost was up there with, when I was listening to my roommate, it was like you were listening to, he was talking about Dr. Neumeier's class with the excitement, the same excitement that he had for the next episode of Seinfeld or the next episode of SNL. And I always was amazed by that because he made every class that exciting, just to give you a sense of how people were excited to go to his class. And I was the same way. I felt a jump in my step because I knew today was the day we're going to Dr. Neumeier's class. So it's just my condolences because he was just so passionate. So the Gary and Ophelia Frazier Award, we've been doing it now there's Jack, and we've been doing it close for 13, 14 years. And my wife and I just wanted to recognize promising students in the pharmacy school based on academic excellence. And the recipients this year for the Gary and Ophelia Frazier Award are Colette Barrow and Angela Yang.
Good morning. My name is Sharon Gouveia, and I am the wife of William Gouveia, whose a scholarship has been established in his honor. Bill was a proud alumnus of Northeastern, not only as an undergraduate, but also as a graduate. In his role as Director of Pharmacy at Tufts Medical Center, he mentored many young pharmacy students, and it was the joy of his life to work with many of you. With Dean Jerry Schumacher, he established the Webb Scholarship, the Webb Award, which continues today, and he was so proud to be able to bring some of the prominent pharmacists to the students to have their interactions so that they could get to know each other. The William A. Gouveia Scholarship for Student Excellence was established in 2015 to honor his commitment to professional distinction and scholarship in the practice of pharmacy, as well as his years at Northeastern as an adjunct clinical professor. The scholarship is awarded to a full-time student pursuing the Doctor of Pharmacy degree on the basis of outstanding scholarly merit who exhibits the professional qualities espoused by William Gouveia in the study and practice of pharmacy. This year's recipients are Courtney Fu, Christy Elia, and Chuman Yi.
Hi, my name is Cindy Custer. I'm the daughter of Osama James Inashima. The scholarship was actually created upon his retirement as a professor here at Northeastern University. They kind of inherited him from the New England College of Pharmacy when it merged to actually create the pharmacy program at Northeastern University. The year was 1962, and I remember it because that was the year I was born. He was a busy guy that year. So the O. James Inashima Scholarship was launched by Northeastern Emeritus Dr. O. James Inashima and his wife Mary, who initiated the Scholarship and Awards Luncheon as a recognition for outstanding students. This scholarship was first presented in 1990 and honors a pharmacy student based on strong academic performance and personal character. This year's recipient is Shania Lee.
One quick note about Dr. Inashima is he was also the MC of the Scholarship and Awards program for decades, followed closely by our friend Dr. Bob Sursasimo, who was also here today, who was also the MC for a very, very long time for this event. So I just wanted to point that out.
Good morning. My name is Carla Baumeister. I'm a clinical professor in the Department of Pharmacy and Health System Sciences. The Dean Leroy C. Kegel Memorial Scholarship was established by the friends and family of Dr. Leroy Kegel, who was Dean of Pharmacy from 1962 to 1975. This award was first presented in 1975 and was later expanded to include students in other majors housed within the College of Pharmacy and Allied Health Professions. It is presented annually to a student entering his or her junior or senior year who shows strong academic ability and soundness of character. This year's recipient is Maxim Connor.
Good morning. My name is Tricia Lapointe, and I'm a professor at MCPHS down the street. I'm also a 2001 alum. The Massachusetts Pharmacists Association Foundation Award is presented to a Massachusetts resident student who demonstrated strong leadership and scholarship and dedicated to the profession. This year's recipient is Christy Ilya.
Tricia, you have this too.
Good morning. My name is Ralph Loring. I'm Associate Professor of Pharmacology in the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences. And it's my pleasure to award the Bruno R. and Vivian L. Mazzata Pharmacy Scholarship. It was established in 2009. The Bruno R. and Vivian L. Mazzata Pharmacy Scholarship was created in appreciation of the significant impact of Mr. Mazzata's Northeastern and School of Pharmacy education on his subsequent successes in business. The Mazzata Scholarship is presented to a full-time student in the School of Pharmacy in recognition of outstanding academic performance. This year's recipients are Soo-Yun Tara Kim and Aileen Shen.
Hello again. My name is Jack Reynolds, and I am very pleased to present the Constantine N. and Mary W. Mariano Scholarship. Constantine N. and Mary W. Mariano Scholarship was established in 1999 by Mary Mariano, wife of the late Constantine N. Mariano, the founding inaugural dean of the New England College of Pharmacy and its predecessor institutions, the Mariano College of Pharmacy, which was established in 1927. This scholarship recognizes undergraduate majors in pharmacy on the basis of scholarly merit and character. And on behalf of John Mariano, who couldn't be with us today, I'm very pleased to present this award to Minji Kim. The second award in the name of the Mariano family is the Dean Constantine N. Mariano Memorial Scholarship. Established in the name of Dean Mariano, this award is given to a student in the pharmacy or allied health programs. Selection will be based upon financial need, academic stability, and soundness of character. This year's recipient is Madison Oppenheim.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is wonderful to see everyone in person. My name is Eva Chow. I am class of 76. I was also a student of Dr. Neumeier. Well, I'm sure that he will be missed by all. And also my condolences to the Neumeier family. I'm very pleased to present the award in the memory of my beloved grandfather, Lo and Mark, to two very deserving students, Michelle and Charlene. Congratulations to both of them.
One more second, guys.
Hi, I'm here to announce Sam and Anna Medalis Pharmacy Scholarship. Parents and entrepreneurs Sam and Anna Medali established the Sam and Anna Medalis Pharmacy Scholarship to encourage students to embark on the noble professional pharmacy, which has been at the core of their family business success. As a tribute and legacy to the opportunities the School of Pharmacy at Northeastern has provided for their daughter, Navia, PharmD 2018, the Medalis wanted to provide educational and career prospects to other pharmacy students beyond their family who possess the same passion and entrepreneurial spirit that they have found to be critical attributes to the growth of their community pharmacy practice, United Pharmacy Network, LLC. This year's recipient is Kelly Hong. Next, Muro Pharmaceutical Scholarship I'd like to present. The Muro Pharmaceutical Incorporate Scholarship was established in 1974 by the late Samuel Rosenberg, then president of Muro Pharmaceuticals. It is presented to a deserving student in his or her final 3 years of the pharmacy program. Recipients are selected on their basis of strong academic performance. This year, recipient is Sarika Satish Kumar.
I'm back. I get to unfold things and then speak occasionally. So I'm actually going to present the Victoria L. Naiman Memorial Scholarship, which was established by friends and family in memory of Victoria L. Naiman, who was a pharmacy graduate in 1980. The award is presented annually to recognize a promising female student in the pharmacy program based on strength of character and academic achievement. And I think that this year's recipient lives up to the namesake of the scholarship very well, and this year's recipient is Sanam Kolia.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think it might be afternoon now. My name is Benita Bombay, and I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Pharmacy and Health System Sciences. The New England College of Pharmacy Northeastern University Pharmacy Alumni Club Scholarship was established in the spring of 1991 and is presented annually to a student with a proven track record of strong academic ability, professionalism, and good character. In 2009, the scholarship was dedicated in memory of Peter Millen, class of 2008. This year's recipient is Carly Kay, and she's unable to join us today, so I accept the award on her behalf. Our next award is the School of Pharmacy Diversity Leadership Scholarship. The Diversity Leadership Scholarship awards an underrepresented minority student who demonstrates a leadership role in the Doctor of Pharmacy program or related extracurricular or professional societal activities. This year's recipient is Amanda Amo.
Good afternoon. This scholarship was started 54 years ago in my Uncle John's name. Unfortunately, I never got the opportunity to meet my uncle, but I have wonderful memories of honoring his name with my past grandmother, godfather, and now with my sister and my dad at these fine events. This scholarship is the John Stewart Sousa Jr. Memorial Scholarship. It was one of the School of Pharmacy's long-standing awards. It was established in memory of my uncle, John Stewart Jr., class of '69, by family, friends, and the class of 1969. The scholarship is presented annually to a pharmacy student entering his or her senior year with a strong motivation towards a career in pharmacy as exemplified by John Stewart Sousa Jr. This year's recipient, which gives me great pleasure to award you, Dan O'Connor.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michelle Jacobs. I am an associate clinical professor in the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Established in 1980, the Southeastern Massachusetts Pharmaceutical Association James P. Harb Scholarship honors a pharmacy student in his or her third year or higher, with the stipulation that the recipient be a resident of Southeastern Massachusetts. Selection is based upon academic ability and soundness of character. The scholarship is named in memory of a trustee of the association, James P. Harb, pharmacy graduate of 1962, who was instrumental in establishing the fund. This year's recipient, and I'm honored to do this, to give the award to Gabriella Reardon. Thanks.
Good afternoon. My name is Joy Viola. My husband was professor of organic chemistry for 41 years here. I know organic was one of your favorite subjects. The scholarship was established in 1998 to honor students' academic performance and leadership. And I'd like to just tell you one little story. Maybe you'll remember this. He had a student who was a straight A student in all her other subjects, and she got a C in organic, which got her very upset. So she studied and studied. When she got to the final, she cracked it and got an A. And when he saw her afterwards, he said, "Well, now that we know what you're capable of, I don't ever expect to see anything less." Remember that. This year's recipients, and there are 6 from the Department of Chemistry as well as Pharmacy. But the students here today, Hinan Patel, Wing Hei Kung, and Kenny Wynn.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Hina Salim. I'm the healthcare supervisor for Walgreens. I'm here to present 2 awards. The first one is for Multilingual Award. Walgreens Multilingual Award is awarded to a student who is fluent speaking in 1 or more languages in addition to English, with an interest in community pharmacy. This year's recipient is Chan Tae Park. Right, so the second award is Walgreens Diversity and Inclusion Excellence Scholarship. Walgreens Diversity and Exclusion Excellence Scholarship is awarded to a student with an interest in community pharmacy to embrace diversity and promote diversity and inclusion on campus in the pharmacy field. This year's recipient is John Cano.
John, I want to just stand next to you later to feel okay. Thanks. Is Dr. Bernstein still here? Oh, okay. Come on up. Thanks, Mark.
Hello, Mark Yor again from the Pharmacy Co-op program. I'm here to present the Jacob Wasserman Memorial Scholarship. And this scholarship was established in 1975 by the family and friends in memory of pharmacy alumnus Jacob Wasserman. The fund provides financial support to a senior pharmacy student based on strong academic performance and character. This year's recipient is Morgan Lowe.
There you go, Mark.
I'm here to present Walter Kluwer Communication Award. Walter's Kluwer Communication Award is presented to an outstanding P4 graduating student to recognize excellence in clinical communication. This year's recipient is Kalina Korzek. And I'd like to welcome back Dr. Bob Stersasmiel to present the next award. Please welcome.
Thank you. It is afternoon now, I can assure you that. It was kind of interesting to see human behavior for a second. When Benita said, "I think it's afternoon," I noticed everyone in the room who had a watch did this, including me. I am Bob Stersasmiel. I'm a retired member of the faculty, retired at the end of 2021. Someone asked me this morning how I'm enjoying retirement, and I said, well, I left my house at 8:30 this morning, and I pulled into the garage at 10 after 10. I said, I don't miss the commute at all. I'm here to present the Albert B. Young Scholarship Award. It was created in 1986 by the family and friends of Albert E. Young, a member of the pharmacy class of 1960. The award is given to pharmacy students during their junior or senior year to recognize academic promise and soundness of character. This year's recipient is William Wang.
I am back to present the Claude R. Young Book Award. This was an award established by the family of Claude R. Young in his memory, and it's presented to a graduating senior from Massachusetts who has achieved academic excellence and is of good moral character. The award aids the recipient in his or her preparation for the Board of Pharmacy licensure exam and consists of a NAPLEX review book and a copy of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts General Laws pertaining to the practice of pharmacy. Yeah. This year's recipient is Sakura Gandolfo.
Good afternoon. My name is Ray Booth, and like my mentor, John Newmeyer, I'm a professor of medicinal chemistry in the School of Pharmacy. It's my pleasure now to honor two of our own in the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. These are the go-to people. They are the winners of the Distinguished Service Award. They're the people that pick up the ball after everybody else has dropped it. They're the people that you want on your team when you have a special project in the school. And so this year, the Distinguished Service Award goes to Jack Reynolds and Deb Copeland.
Hi, my name is Ryan McLinn. I'm a fifth-year PhD candidate in the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences, and I'm here with Raya and Patrick. We are representatives from PhD and PharmD programs for the student ambassadors for the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, and we're here to present the Teaching Excellence Award. It's an award that is voted on by the students from all programs for the teacher they believe best promotes an inclusive learning environment. This year, we would like to give the award to Dr. Stephanie Sabicki.
I would now like to present the Gerald Schumacher Pharmacy Faculty Award. This award is given to a faculty member who has been in an academic career for 5 years or less and who has distinguished himself or herself in academic achievement during his or her time at Northeastern University. This year's recipient is Hideaki Yano. Next, I would like to present the Alumni Achievement Award. It is given to an alumnus or alumna with the most significant achievement in a corresponding field of work. This year's recipient is Loretta Okoye.
Okay, I'm back to talk about a couple of preceptor awards now. So I'm here to present two preceptor awards. The first one is the Introductory Pharmacy Practice Experience or Cooperative Education Preceptor of the Year. And that is awarded to the preceptor with the best instructional performance in our IPI/co-op work. And this year's recipient is Daniel P. Henderson. And he's working, so he couldn't come, but we appreciate that very much. And I'd like to also present the Advanced Pharmacy Practice Experience Preceptor of the Year, which is awarded to the preceptor with the best instructional performance in our API work. And this year's recipient is Eleanor Broadbent, who is also working. Excellent. So that brings the award presentations to a close. I think that this was really an impressive presentation of our amazing students, of our faculty and staff, and of our adjunct faculty as well. And it really shows the caliber and achievements of our community within the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. I think that it also is a testament to the continued sort of remarkable engagement and contributions from our donors, our alumni, our sponsors, to allow this event to continue to happen year after year. And in person, no less, right? Who would have thought a few years ago we'd marvel at being together in person again? I think it's a different time, but it's really a testament to the fact that we're all able to be here and that there's so many people here today. I'd really just like to have everybody join me in a final round of applause and a congratulations to all of the award recipients today. We want to wish everyone continued health and success. We hope to see many of you throughout the coming months. Please stop by, meet with us, and let's continue to make our school and college stronger than ever. So thank you very much, everyone, and have a great rest of the day.